Delighted to sit down with William Despard from the Pretzel Bakery, who we've worked with a few years ago. You came into the bakery kind of through the back door, William, if I remember correctly.
Yes, I'm formerly an engineer,
Yes.
very much formerly, but when I was looking for a new career, the Pretzel Bakery happened to be for sale in Portobello,
Yeah.
and I was living within a kilometre of it myself at the time.
Yes.
So it's been a fantastic voyage, and over the past 21 years, I feel I've done the bakery proud by being a custodian of the brand and brought the whole business forward.
You've done a lot with it. You've really spread the reach. I mean, I see the brand in retail now.
Yeah, well, the retail was a whole pandemic story because the quality of our bread, it used to sell itself within hospitality and within the restaurant trade. So we got sought out, and obviously with a fantastic story with the shop being there for it's seen off more than this pandemic, but the one in the early 1900s as well.
Yeah.
But the pandemic, we had our own style of retail before the pandemic, which was the grocers in Dublin who got us.
Yes.
Like the new ones would be the Lots and Co, like the Donnybrook Fairs.
But you were selling unbranded or branded back then?
All branded, but not packaged mostly.
Okay.
So
obviously the strength of the brand and they gave the retailers comfort that you could actually sell directly to the consumers in their stores.
It was more stark than that, in that we had fantastic catering sourdoughs, and we just developed the third bakery in Kilcullen, County Kildare, to go big time after really high quality catering, not just in the Dublin area but over all Ireland. We had started to have links with some of the bigger catering companies, and we couldn't do it all in the craft bakery we built in Harold's Cross about 10 years ago.
But being an engineer, when you acquired the company, how high was brand on your agenda?
Brand wasn't as important probably as quality of product.
Correct.
As an engineer.
Yes, so but now how do you feel about brand?
It's hugely important in the retail. Sorry, Andrew.
He said
I see where you're coming from. But when I got into the business, I think we shared this moment before. I was tired of being Dublin's best kept secret. Yes. And we're, in some respects, we're still loved for being that and not changing anything. And in reality, with the pandemic, the shop has gone back to what it always was, which is a really fantastic bread shop, because the cafe had to close.
So you've been able to trade through. You've seen no real...
the shop has been the silver lining of all of this, in that the steeper the lockdown, the bigger the trade.
Yes, interesting.
Because we're rooted in the neighbourhood that is Portobello. But what I had to do was literally get on my bike, in some cases, literally as well to figuratively. But go out and we basically took a catering pan of sourdough that we've won gold medals for. That was won gold medal for the best sliced bread in all of Ireland. We put it into a half size, put a barcode on it, a best before date, and brought that to some of the independent super values outside of the one or two that we supplied already. They loved it, even though they had their own scratch bakery in store. They couldn't make a product as good a quality as this.
Correct.
And we had the ability to make it coming out of here.
So as you kind of look to the future and what you've learned over the years, what advice would you give to a young sort of startup in the food sector?
The advice is that it's a tough business, so if you're not passionate about it, it's going to be even tougher. So myself and now Dimpna and Vieslav, who are running the main show for me, they're hugely enthused to do what they're doing. I mean, it's as formerly an engineer, you get to do long-term projects, whereas as a baker or in most real food businesses, not high volume manufacturing that has massive shelf lives and loads of preservatives, or going to the frozen chain, which has advantages in fresh food. But point I'm saying is that you get to do and satisfy customers every day.
Yes.
So your projects are like 24-hour cycle projects,
yes.
which makes it both hugely interesting and hugely, if you get it right, it's rewarding every day.
Yeah.
But if you don't have a habit of getting right, it can be incredibly wearing and incredibly stressful every day.
Yes, no,
so
I hear you.
it's a yin and a yang.
Yes.
And when you're on song, you get a great buzz out of it. If you're not on song, or it's up to, but a mixture of engineering, a mixture of baker skill, a mixture of logistics. Because it's not just about producing a wonderful loaf of bread. It's about having processes and a team in place that can deliver on a daily basis.
Yeah, no, I hear you. As you walk around KTEX, what did you see that caught your eye? Anything?
I was delighted to see KW ETB here, who are promoting our bread making course down in Kilcullen.
Yes.
That was nice.
I didn't know you were connected with that. Okay, yeah, very good.
I mean, the other, I mean, it's sort of a mix between, there was a couple of big brands here. There's the big, I'll say the replacement for Palaces here with a huge stand. And then, there's other people I know in the industry who are the same size or even smaller than ourselves. So I think, companies like ourselves and even our competitors in the craft bread sector of our size are actually too busy doing the business to actually have stands here.
Yes.
I mean, I did see quite a nice conglomerated stand with our friends from Waterford and of the Blah fame were here. So it was a way of connecting with people no more than yourself that I've met in the industry. But it is strange to be at a show. I mean, I would normally have gone to trade shows every 6 months in Europe looking for baking ideas. And, it's been a hermit's lifestyle other than trying to drum up business for the last 2 years.
Listen, thanks for calling by. I really enjoyed that.
Okay.
Thank you very much.